It's the TMI show. Are we back? I think we're back.
Back in black, baby. We're back in black.
Hawk is here in the house. And it's Justin Berkey. How are you? How is everyone? Hope you're having a wonderful Friday so far. We're having a wonderful time here. The TMI question of the day is, how long should a bedroom session last?
13 seconds. Oh, wait, not my own personal one. I'm sorry. I'm not that good. I can't help it.
That's if you're in the bedroom alone, maybe.
Oh, no, that's time. That's dress, redress, undress. I'm horrible.
There's stitching involved. There's some kind of surgery, dressing and undressing. Yeah. Italian dressing.
Yeah, Italian dressing. Ranch or chunky blue cheese.
No, I can't do the blue cheese. Lactose intolerant, and I just won't stand for it.
No, okay.
Okay, so we need a female perspective. We had a couple on Facebook, but I want to talk about me personally. I believe in satisfying the woman. Yeah, you have to last as long up to the point the woman achieves her full plateau of pleasureness. That's not a word, is it? Pleasurable.
Sure it is now.
Pleasurable feelings. Yeah, you want to at least get one big O in, and then it's all gravy after that, right? Although if there's gravy in the area, that's a different kind of.
Ooh,
I don't like food
sloppy.
in bed.
Come on, whatever. You've never tried whipped cream?
I have tried whipped cream.
Okay, so that's food. That counts.
Yeah, but now I'm not into anything sticky in bed. You need a drop cloth. It could be a big mess. No, this came up because I have a girlfriend. I've talked about her, spoken about her, and she was wondering, like, how come in the very beginning when we first started sleeping together, you were really quick, and now you last a long time. And I'm like, honey, I'm just trying to satisfy you, baby. And,
are you?
What?
Are you taking care of yourself before the mission?
No.
No? Not going out with a loaded gun?
No, I usually don't. I try to save myself for her if I can.
Awesome.
But she's worried, like, I'm not sexually turned on as much as I was in the beginning, and it's not that. For a guy, it's very different in bed. It's like the very first time. I don't know about you, but for me, do you remember the first time with people? It's been a while for you.
Oh, with people?
With women,
What do you mean it's been a while? What do you say?
You were married, and then you have a fiancé again already. It's not like you were out in the field.
That doesn't mean that we don't have sex.
But the first time with her, do you remember what it was like?
Yeah. It was a drunken slop fest. It was awesome.
A drunken slop fest.
Yeah.
Sounds classy.
We were messed up. We went out and had a good time. That's the way.
Okay. See, I don't like drunken sex.
It was fantastic.
It was good. It was
fantastic.
Right.
The neighbors even sent her an email and said they were complaining.
Oh my!
It was awesome.
Oh my God! Did you put a saddle on her, ride her around?
No, I'm not going to get into details of it, but it was fantastic, and I would do it again.
That's good. Well, for me, as long as the woman is satisfied at least one time, I try to go for two, but 2 times for her, 2 times for me also. I could. How many sessions can you do in an evening?
I don't know. I could go anytime I want. I told you.
Anytime?
Sometimes it doesn't last long.
I don't want to. Okay.
Because you just have to rebuild.
Do you use
you let the Eiffel Tower fall down and then you build it back up.
Here's a personal question. What is this? Oh, do you use is it too loud? I wish I knew. It seems like it's too.
Okay.
Do you use protection, or are you
That's personal information.
That is personal.
I don't think I should share that with you.
Yeah. I don't want to get you in trouble.
No, you're not going to get me in trouble, but I wouldn't say that because she's a lady, and I don't think I need to tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know if I should say it either now. Well, I think I'll just say this, with protection, you can last longer. But I know without protection, I usually try to think of garbage.
More of a sensation.
I try to think of my grandmother's feet, because my grandmother had really messed up feet. They're like this. So if I think of that, I'm immediately taken
Did you
down
just
a
cross
notch.
You crossed it like they were like a claw?
My grandmother had feet that were in shoes that were too small. I think she didn't like to go shoe shopping, or it just was cheap or something. And I remember she served me eggs for breakfast once, and I looked down, and their feet were nasty. They could hold a branch or something. They were.
Why are you looking at your grandmother's feet?
I was over there I slept over one night to hang out with my grandparents, and then she made me eggs, and I looked down, and I was like, whoa, don't do that again.
Was she wearing a nightgown?
She was wearing a little nightgown, of course. No, she was wearing lingerie, a teddy. It was my grandmother.
Because some grandparents wear like sweatpants and stuff. My grandmother wore a nightie. She was a big woman.
She was, oh yeah. Oh, was it a moo-moo or a nightie?
It was a little bit of both.
Big girl?
It was both. It was a nightie that I just went moo.
Big lady. Well, it's the TMI show. We are still waiting for your calls. 770 257-WSCT. Yeah, so I think we have a female caller coming in at some point. I hope we hear it. Oh yeah, it's gonna ring in our ears, so it will.
Yeah, well, we have the Facebook page up and running. If you're online and you're hearing this, feel free.
Before we go to another song, let's talk about our Facebook feedback on this question. How long should a bedroom session last?
Ooh, we have responses?
We have responses.
Excellent.
We'll just say the first names of these people. Mike, who I believe is a gay gentleman, says longer than setting up the foreplay and as short as the cleanup process.
He's got to explain.
What does setting up the foreplay mean?
I mean, is that like making out and...
Setting up the foreplay.
I would assume making out and...
Does it involve contraptions and drop cloths and
maybe.
Fire extinguisher?
It all depends on the person.
KY?
Horse saddle, a ceiling fan, and a pitching wedge. And some ice cubes.
Tara said, until I'm finished. Tara? That's a good typical woman response, I would think. As long as she's finished, then the guy can finish anytime.
Yeah, but you got to remember, most of us guys have that feeling too. It's like, when I'm done, I'm done. And then sometimes you just...
Yeah.
And that's kind of bad sometimes, and other times it's like...
Well, if you have an understanding woman, she's got to realize sometimes we get to a point as men that we can't pull it back. We pull it back, it's not the same. The finish is not good. It is a limp, bad finish. You want to finish strong in bed, right? Because sometimes you get to a point of no return and you try to go back. It's like you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Well, I'd like to say it's like running a marathon, but it's more like running a sprint. You're trying to get to the end, and if you get to the end and all of a sudden your leg breaks, you can't finish.
Right. It's all about momentum too. Yeah, you keep going forward. You can't just take a break, and you can kind of take a little quick breather, but you got to just go with it.
True.
You know? So it's the TMI show, and I hope someone can call in, give us a little perspective on this topic that's female. So bad. Lois commented on Facebook but could not call in, so maybe another point she can. But how about we go to some music that I think you guys will enjoy, and I think Ro Hawk is doing an excellent job on the music today.
Working on it.
Yeah, we decided, I think Chris decided that I suck at playing music, so I'd be in charge of talking and taking calls and recording us. So there you go. Okay, so let's go into something else for a minute before we go into our music here. We're just trying to work out the kinks.
You want to throw a shout out to our sponsors?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I do like the sponsors. They make us
the sponsors.
The sponsors. I'm
the spankers.
The spankers.
Spanked by our sponsors.
Yes.
BP, our big sponsors. BP. I call them BP. They're the big gas station, British Petroleum, and they're awesome because where would we go without our gas?
Ooh.
Speaking of gas,
I would try to go somewhere with gas.
Speaking of gas, we should try to get Taco Bell.
Ooh.
They're great for gas.
I want to try the Doritos Loco Taco.
I know the commercial, right? You watch too many commercials.
Loco Taco.
Let's all the sponsors of the Amari Group. We got New Barter. Simply Compute. We should get explanations of what
your favorite. You got to mention your favorite.
Innovative Wood.
Yes.
Hey now.
Yes.
So media explosion time. I know. Did you see the movie Prometheus?
No, I did not.
It's coming out on DVD on October 10th. I know my girlfriend is very excited to see it because it's basically a prequel to the first Alien film from Ridley Scott. It came out in '78.
Oh,
it's a very creepy movie. It kind of explains who the navigator was, who that big alien thing was in that ship that crashed from the beginning. Where all the eggs were. So it kind of goes over what that, and it deals with some really interesting things. Like it explores the origin of mankind, and it explains, like I said, who that alien was.
Right.
And the female scientist in the movie is forced to question her faith in God. So it's some very heavy topics there. And there's some gross alien stuff.
See, but I don't think it's right that they touch on God stuff. Why?
I know.
Everybody believes in something different.
Well, the reason why is because the film deals with how did mankind come about, and did this alien species like seed Earth in order to use Earth later as a gestation ground for aliens? That's the whole big question. So you have to see kind of how it works out, but Very good. You know, there were mixed reviews. There were some people that hated it and some people that loved it. I saw it on actually Father's Day with my brother because he's a father, and I'm a brother of a father.
You're an uncle.
I'm an uncle. So yeah, we checked that out and we had a good time. I think it's worth seeing. Now, on the bad spectrum of TV. Honey Boo Boo, have you heard of this show?
Don't bring that crap up.
I try to watch it because you know what? SNL did a parody of it, and if SNL is doing a parody, you know there's something there to check out. It's popular or it's something. I watched the first episode of the first season. I will not be watching another show.
No, it's not worth my time.
I really, it's obnoxious. Like, if Americans, people speaking English, have to have subtitles, something's wrong. Plus the mom, she's a big, like, neck thing.
Orca.
She's a giant neck that's disturbing to look at. You could hide change in that thing. You could hide a piggy bank in her neck.
Reminds me of those big gorillas with that.
Yeah, it's really disturbing and it's just not funny. Everyone has a weird look and sound, and I will not be partaking. So it's the TMI show on WSCTS3E6. It's Friday, and we're gonna throw on some music. So it's your turn to dance. Yeah, that's right.